Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be doing an overview of UltraOmniKnight. Now about UltraOmniKnight, this was the birthday class, for 2015. It's an auto attack class as you can see right here. And that's kind of mainly what it was, just an auto attack class that just kept on, doing damage. Then years later it got like a Black Friday recolor and now it's available every year for Black Friday. So yeah, pretty much it, just took it out the bank and let's see if it could roll, still roll on. I mean, I heard it got buffed like a couple years ago, so let's see how it works. Now let's get started with, how to obtain UltraOmniKnight. Alright guys, so obviously, UltraOmniKnight is rare, you can't get it again. So, every November, / join Black Friday War, go on here, Black Friday seasonals. Here it is. You could buy it for 2 KACs there alongside some other classes. I might do reviews on them later on. Stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically, the only way you can get, Dark UltraOmniKnight. Now let's go over the class, skills. Now, Omniknights gain mana when they strike an enemy in combat, more effective on crits, or are struck by an enemy in combat. So we have the auto attack, which is different. It's called Omni attack, 2-second cooldown, short range, deals spell damage, and has additional effects based on Everted Light's aura. Then we have Grand Sweep, 20 mana, 6-second cooldown, long range, 1 target. Swing your sword in its large arc, crushing anything. Enemies become crushed, weakening their damage output by 35% for 4 seconds. There we have Inverted Light, which goes with the auto attack. 5 mana, 3-second cooldown, long range, 1 target. Applies, aura, a heal over time for 10 seconds that grows stronger as you auto attack more, up to 5 times. As if Invictus is active, the next skill, you instead call upon the power of the shadow and apply destructive aura to each auto attack, increase your damage output by 20% for each strike, up to 5 for 10 seconds. Then you have Invictus, 15 mana, 10-second, 12-second cooldown. Short range status skill, increase your haste by 30, crit chance by 15, and crit damage by 10%. Your rank 4 passives. They have Omni Reversal, 30 mana, 20-second cooldown, short range, 1 target. If recovery is active, it increases outgoing damage by 30%. If devastation is active, it decreases incoming damage by 30%. Effect lasts for 10 seconds, and then the rank 10 passive Homing Blade, hit chance increased by 30%. So based on, what we just read, this is an auto attack class. The Invictus, the Inverted Light, and the Omni Reversal can increase auto attacks more, increase the auto attack damage more, doing more blows, more blows. Well, so it's kind of like, you have basically like 2-3 modes of attack. Yeah, basically, so mainly you want to focus on your Omni attack and whatnot, because yeah. Alright then guys, let's move on to the combos and enhancement. Alright guys, so here's the build for UltraOmniKnight. Now, we're going to be rocking Elysium. Elysium's the best enhancement because one of UltraOmniKnight's biggest issues, especially back then, was, mana sustain. So you were basically, you would use all your skills early on, and, that would cost, low mana. So you were basically stuck in auto attack mode, just waiting for mana to come back. So, thankfully, Elysium was created for that wizard caster class, as you can see right here, offensive caster. For the most part of our offensive casters, you just want to rock wizard. Vanglory, Elysium's providing heals, and that should be enough to keep us going. And Pneuma for that intellect, obviously 75% weapon. Now then, for your combo, you're gonna want to do 3, 4, 5, 2, 3 times, and then 2, and then do the combo again. Now this class, has a way of ramping up its DPS. As you can see right here, we're doing doing fantastic amounts of damage. Right here, 9k, whatnot. Elysium is keeping us, afloat. Now we don't have to struggle with mana anymore. Because let me just tell you, like, back then, it really was, struggling for mana. Now that Elysium is here, we don't have to worry about mana issues. Again, up 14k right here. This again. See right here, minute 5, 696. It's just that overall, in terms of soloing, UltraOmniKnight / Dark UltraOmniKnight is a pretty good soloer. It has the DPS, even in its auto attack, and it has its heal over time can really protect it, even against like hard hitting mobs. So in conclusion, UltraOmniKnight is a good DPS soloer. Now let's move on to farming. Alright, so UltraOmniKnight in terms of farming, yeah, don't use this class. In terms of farming, every attack is single target, so yeah, don't use this class when it comes to farming. Alright then, let's move on to survivability. Alright then, so in terms of survivability, this class is actually quite good at survivability. As I heal over time to protect it, debuffs from its skills can really make sure it's like, it's in good hands by itself. Here paired up with its auto attacks, pretty much. So it's heal, debuffs from 2, and protection from its fifth skill. Really, make sure that it has good survivability in these soloing situations. Now, hard enough monsters such as Lich Lord and Primarch can really like one-shot, two-shot this thing. So yeah, in terms of survivability, UltraOmniKnight has good survivability, but hard enough monsters can one-shot, two-shot it. Now let's move on to support and final thoughts. Alright guys, so in terms of support, it could weaken the opponent's damage output with Grand Sweep, its second skill right here. It's pretty much what it can offer. Yep. That's pretty much what it can offer in terms of support. The pros about this class are it's a good DPS soloer, and it provides, good heal over time, so it causes, good survivability against some hard mobs. Now then, the cons about the class are mana issues, especially if you don't have Elysium. Because like I said earlier, like back then when UltraOmniKnight first came out, it's like, your mana would dry up easily and you were just stuck in auto attack mode. Yeah, Mana Vamp helped out a little bit, but it's just like that was one of its main issues. Mana, and still is to this day. Elysium does help it out, but there's that. There's also, hard enough monsters such as, Primarch and Lich King can one-shot, two-shot it. And it's pricey and seasonal. It's 2 KACs and it only appears every November. So, yeah, I know some people may have problems with that or just like don't want to spend money. And I understand that. Now, for my final verdict, UltraOmniKnight is a good DPS class with good survivability. I recommend this class if you have, the 2 KACs to spend it, and or if you have Elysium. Alright then, that's pretty much been the UltraOmniKnight review. Make sure to like, subscribe for more AQW Yu-Gi-Oh! Wrestling content. And yeah, hi guys, out.